Hey folks, how are y'all? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday night. Hey Vaughn. Hey Amanda. Hey Brandy. Happy nearly Easter, y'all. Uh, hey Miston. Hey John. Happy Easter. Uh, hey Nick. I hope everybody has some plans. You know, if you don't, I hope you're able to rest, and I hope you're able to. Hello, my sweet Vinica. Hey, darling. 1 week from tonight. Hey, Frankie, I got your message. I replied to you. Uh, Thank you, and I'm going to thank you for that information. That's good information. I know, Vinica, 1 week from tonight. Can you believe it, y'all? Oh, thank you, Vaughn. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm not an early bird. I've got so much to do. I've got eggs to dye. I've got a basket to fix for the baby, and well, she ain't a baby, but yes, happy Easter, Frankie. Y'all, I was going to give y'all a little information. I'll go ahead and do it now. Frankie told me some really good information. You know, y'all, not only can you get Antidot Pro from, of course, Frankie from, antidotpro.com, but you can get it from haircare.com. But in Alabama, Georgia, and Mississippi, you can get it from Champion Beauty Supply also. The same places you can get Olaplex. You can get it there. So, that's just really, really good to know. And I was telling him, he'd asked me how it was working for me. And I mean, it's not even a question of it working for me now, y'all, because it's just part of my business practices. I use it in every color that I do. I use it in any chemical that's touching someone's scalp. I use it to soothe my skin. If I burn it with a curling iron, which I did Friday, I burnt my finger so bad, y'all, with the curling iron. I don't know why I did it. Sometimes we're just absent-minded, and I just grabbed the barrel of the curling iron, and it just, how it burns. And I just reached over and pumped some antidote in my hand and rubbed my hand together, and it stopped. Oh, really? I will. I certainly will. And I do that often, y'all. I just grab the curling iron because I get in such a hurry. Hey, Dana. And like I said, it just stopped it. It just stopped it. It didn't, it just stopped it. I got a bleach burn the other day. It stopped it. So, it's not that it's working out for me anymore. It's just perfect. It's just part of my business practice, like I said. But I make it a point, y'all. I keep the pump on my station. I don't have it in my color area back in the back where I mix. I bring my bowl of color to my station, and then I put my antidote in it, and I tell my salon guests what I'm doing. I want them to know that I'm doing something extra. I'm going that extra mile for them. It's just like I said with Olaplex. The Olaplex #2 is on my station. I want them to know what I'm doing. I want them to know that I'm going the extra mile, that I'm spending that extra money, that I'm doing this and that for them. And yes, 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 the Violet California Glam Lightener is in. So, and it's on sale until the 31st, simply because everybody was so patient. So be sure to go to haircare.com and do it. And y'all, if y'all haven't shared with your followers, go ahead and share. I'm going to talk about some things tonight that may be a little touchy. I don't mean for them to be touchy. Oh, it doesn't. No, it does not numb whatsoever. It has ingredients in it, natural ingredients, that all the ingredients have the properties of being an antihistamine, a natural antihistamine, and a natural antitoxidant. Well, what this means is the antihistamine is going to take away any possible stinging or burning, and my mind just went so blank. The antihistamine takes away the burning and everything, and the other keeps the hair from swelling. You know how a person's will swell if they have a burn or a sting, an anti-inflammatory. Yeah, my mind is crazy tonight. I'm tired, Frankie. Thank you. It's an anti-inflammatory, and whether you've ever noticed it or not, y'all, when you put color on someone's scalp, when you put bleach on someone's scalp, their scalp swells. The next time you do it, I hope you're putting Antidote Pro in it. But if you don't, when you get them back to your station after you have Shasta, you need to stop right now. When you get them back, take your finger and do this. You can almost feel it's kind of spongy, because the scalp is swollen. It's been attacked. The acid mantle on your scalp has been attacked. So the anti-inflammatory properties of the Antidote Pro will keep that swelling from happening. It doesn't happen when you get a burn, a chemical burn, or when you get, a burn from the curling iron, you swell. This will help stop that. So like I said, it's just a what I consider a best business practice for me. Yeah, and they do too. I had one today, Vinica, that I said, do you notice anything different about your scalp, your color? Because I had explained to her what it was and all of this. And she says, well, it's not tingling. She says, it just feels good. I said, well, does it feel cool? She says, well, no, it just feels good, So, that's, like I said, that's just something that we want them to know. Absolutely, John. It's good for anything. I took some the other day. I've got, some ladies that, get a clipper rash. And, I just put it on their neck. It's just, I do it for everything, I think that you could use it when you shave. I think you could put it on your skin. I can see so many which we were talking the other day about doing your eyebrows. When you wax your eyebrows, you do it. I've actually talked to one of my friends who is a tattoo artist. She owns a tattoo shop. And I'm going to give her, I've got one 4-ounce bottle, and I'm going to give her a 4-ounce bottle and let her test it, because, they put this grease and stuff on, hey, Elsa, on the skin, when they do it. And I told her I thought this would be a great addition because, when you get a tattoo, your skin swells, and I want her to try this, for tattooing and see if it doesn't help with the swelling of the tattooing. So I'm going to give her a 4-ounce bottle, so I can just see so many applications for this. And I wished, I've been doing hair for 41 years. I wish we'd have had it the whole 41 years. I can only imagine, the benefits. It's just, like I said, it's just become a best business practice for me, along with, my Olaplex, along with using California Glam Lighteners, and everything. It's just, it's been a great, great, great year for me. Absolutely, Frankie. And it's the proper solution to that problem. It's not, opening up Sweet and Low and pouring it in a color. It's not putting something like this. Nick, you can put an ounce in and it's good for up to 6 ounces. If I'm using, just like an ounce of color and an ounce of, develop or something, I'll put a 1/2 ounce. Hey, Patrice. Hey, darling. That sure was a pretty head of hair you did the other day. Oh, man, that pink was just beautiful. Just beautiful, Patrice. I was just in love with it. I just was in love with it. So, y'all, tonight I'm going to talk about... I'm going to talk about something that I just am going to just say right up front, and I'm going to say that you need to keep your friends close and your enemies closer. And you just need to keep your friends close and your enemies closer. And I'm fixing to tell you that, if you don't think people will stab you in the back and gut you, they will stab you in the back and they will gut you. And you won't even know you've been stabbed. I think it's just very, very sad. Shasta Lee, what are you? Get up here right now. You need to stop being so terrible. I'll put you in bed. I think it's sad when people are jealous of you. I think it's sad when people are envious of you to the point that they will try to sabotage you, to the point that they will lie, to the point that they will go to any lengths to discredit you when there's nothing to discredit. I have suspected that, which doesn't bother me at all, that this is going to come as a horrible shock, that I am not loved by the world, by every person in the world. Horrors of horror. Isn't it awful? I'm not loved by the whole world, and so it just kills me when someone told me that, hey, not everybody loves you. Ain't that true, Vinica? Isn't that true? And I said, well, that's a shock to me, because I thought I was the most loved person in the universe, So, I mean, of course, I was being a little bit of a jackass. But, I mean, it's amazing that people will say stuff to people thinking they're going to keep, that they are going to keep their confidence, that, somebody might run and say, well, I don't like Steve Vandiver, I don't know that I trust him. I don't know that I like him. And that person says, oh, really? And then all of a sudden thank you, Frankie. And then all of a sudden they say, hey, Steve, so-and-so, doesn't like you. Well, y'all, I'm just here to tell you that I'm 59 years old. And I am not going to play childish games. Oh, thank you, Miston. I'm not going to play childish games. I am not hurt that I'm not liked by every single person. Because to be very honest, I don't like every single person. I try to find something good in everyone I know. But when I can't find anything good, I just turn that person off. I'm not going to talk about them. I'm not going to dog them. I'm not going to be ugly to them. I'm just going to turn them off. So, and I think sometimes that ticks people off worse. So I know we all have people like this that we know. It's just crazy. It's just crazy that there is such envy in our profession. And I hate this about our profession, that people envy every single thing you do. They envy that you're doing this. They envy that you're doing that. They envy that you're going to this place, and they envy that you're going to that place. It's just crazy. That why? Yes, Miss Dunn. Why waste your valuable minutes that we're alive on this earth envying anyone? We are not promised. I am not promised that I'm going to get this next word out of my mouth. I'm not promised that I'm going to wake up in the morning. I am not going to spend my valuable minutes on the face of this earth envying anyone. I'm not. I don't envy that you drive a Mercedes. I don't envy that you live in a $500,000 house. I don't envy that your salon is snow white from top to bottom and you have 24 chairs that book $1,000 a day. I don't envy it. I don't envy it. So, don't waste 1 minute of your time envying me, because it doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect me. No, I don't get on social media and run my mouth so I can get free products. Have I got free products? Of course I have. But you know what? I can name hundreds of hairdressers that have. I don't have to get on social media and beg and to get products, to get samples, to get gifts. I don't have to do it. I'm not rich by no means, but when I need something, I can buy it. I don't have to get on here and say something's wonderful, just like I'm talking about Anti-Dot Pro. Frankie sent me samples of Anti-Dot Pro. It's how I became aware of it. After I had an initial purchase that I had heard from Tracy Chapman and them, and so I ordered some, and then he sent some. Am I talking about it because I want him to send me more free? No, not at all. I'm talking about it because it works. I'm talking about it because you should be using it. I'm talking about it because I want you to know about it. I don't have to get on here and say, Chi flat iron is the best flat iron I've ever used. Oh my God, if you're not using it, hoping that someone is going to tell Chi, hey, he was talking about your product in a Periscope, you need to go, and that they're going to send me a flat iron. If I want one, I'll go to Cosmo and buy one. I'll go to State and buy one. It's just that simple, y'all. Don't envy. Don't be jealous. Don't waste 1 minute of your valuable life caring. I don't care. I don't care, so don't worry about it, y'all. I mean, it's just crazy. It's just, yeah, it is. It's just, and you know what? It's running rampant. It's running rampant because in this profession, it's running rampant. Jealousy is running rampant in the hair profession. I know people that I love, that I care about, who have been run off Periscope because of people being stupid. I know people who have literally in the past closed their Facebook accounts because of stupidity, because people being stupid. I just don't know what we're coming to. I just don't know what we're coming to. I told someone the other day, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I've had a revival in my career. And I don't mean with customers. I stay busy. But I've had a revival and just a renewed zest because of social media and because of Periscope. But if I was not thick-skinned, y'all, my saying always is water off a duck's back. Water off a duck's back. If I was not thick-skinned, y'all would never see me on Periscope again because, y'all, there's very few weeks, and I'm not having a pity party, and I'm not telling y'all this for any other reason than to let you know. There are very few weeks that I do not get some form of hate mail because of something I've said on a forum, because of something I've said on a Periscope, because of something I've done, and it's just absolutely, if I was not thick-skinned, I would not be back. Because I can see how people, John, no, not really. I'm always into hair. It's just made me have a more zest to just be more active, like going to hair shows. I haven't been to hair shows in years because I got so discouraged going to hair shows, and then, I took care of my sis. But now I have this zest to go. I have this zest to go, to see everybody, to see people, to see new things. So it's done that for me, It has given me a new zest to maybe use my voice to promote things, to promote people, It's just like I said, just like Frankie, y'all, with this product. He doesn't need me to get on here all the time and say how good the product is. Javier from California Glam doesn't need me to get on here and say how great the hair product is. Olaplex doesn't need me to get on here and say how great it is, but I feel that zest because I see it work for me in my little bitty salon. I see the benefits of it, and I want to share it with all my loves. I want to share it with my friends, and so, yes, that's what it's done for me. It's given me a zest, It's given me an avenue to help people. I can't tell you the number of... It is, Miston. Oh, I agree. I enjoy my Tuesdays and my Thursdays and and Sundays most of the time when I'm not on on Periscope. True, Vinica, absolutely. So it's just given me this zest, y'all. It just has reignited that part of it. I had a zest for working. I love to get up and go to work. I love to do what I do. I love being alone in my studio too. I really do. I love my guests. I love making hair for them. Oh, thank you, Elsa. Oh, thank you so much. And there, and that's the thing about it. Also, I want to be able to share my salon experience with every one of you. You know, right now there's, people say, oh, he's only got 16 people in his scope. But you know what? Y'all can turn into 1,600 because y'all talk to your friends. They talk to their friends. So that's the beauty of this platform. Just because there's 17 people here now doesn't mean that that word cannot spread through word of mouth to 1,700, 17,000. So never think when you scope that you don't have very many people in here and, oh, it's not important because hey, Silas, I love you very much, you know, and I really, really want to say something right here, and you just listen to me, and everybody here. You will never know when every one of you, all of you, not just Silas, but every one of you. I don't let y'all know the bad things that are happening in my life because y'all all have bad things. I don't let y'all know the scary things that happen sometimes. And I'm human, they happen. I have a huge, scary ordeal going on with my salon right now. My landlords are deciding whether they want to sell the building, whether they want to rent their part of it. And I'm scared because I've been there for so many years and I don't want to have to do anything different. But you will never know that all of a sudden that one of y'all will send me a message. Silas sent me a message today, and it lifted my spirits because I was really down today. I was really, really down today. I've had a stressful day at work. I had a simple, simple highlight, and I know, and I'm right in the middle. We've still got the ceiling to paint, and boom, this is happening. And she walked in, and she had let somebody in Florida put color on her hair. I don't know why. Yeah, Silas, it's just terrifying, because I've been there in that location for 16 years, and, all of a sudden they've decided that they may not want to be in the tanning bed business anymore, so they're going to try to rent out their part of the building to somebody, and, oh, it's not going to affect you, Steve. You just stay right where you are, and, but then, if, who knows, they may decide they want to sell the business. Hey, April. And so, that's stressful. So, it's like today I got a message for Silas, and it just lifted my spirits, because you know what? I love Silas, I've never met Silas, but, I can listen to Silas' voice. I can see him on Periscope. I can see him interacting. And you know what? I know Silas is a good person. I know he's a good person. I knew Vinica was a fine human being before I ever laid eyes on her, because I can tell, I knew that Patrice was someone who would, oh me, I knew Patrice would be someone who would play an important role in my life before I ever met her last fall, and she does. I love her. I love her. I love her. I love her, Um, so, and I met Miston, and I just, I love her, so I just want y'all to know that we can never be quite sure how just a simple message of sending somebody a message on Facebook is to say, hey, I was thinking about you today. I hope things are good. Hey, hair color expert, you know what? You never know what that's going to do to somebody because that may lift them out of a ditch, and just one word of kindness goes so much further than one word of meanness, one word of kindness goes so much further than one word of meanness, and in this profession, there's so much meanness. There's so much dislike. There's so much jealousies. There's so much envy. It's like a vicious cancer on our profession. And I don't care what anybody says. If they want to sweep it under the rug, yeah, Nick, thank you, I do too. If they want to sweep it under the rug and say it doesn't exist, it's a lie because it does. This profession, the hair profession, barbers, cosmetologists, nails, whatever you are, is one of the most cutthroat, competitive, jealous, snake-filled professions that there is. Shade and shadow, And, and it's just like I said a while ago, Silas, maybe before you got here. Keep your friends closer and keep your enemies closer than they are. And then while your friends are around, you better be looking over your shoulder every now and then because they might turn into an enemy very fast. And you don't even know it. You don't even know it. You know, uh, I have met people through social media here who will be my lifelong friends. You know, my lifelong friends. That may be 20 minutes. Yes, darling, you. That may be 50 years. I don't know. I hope that everyone can feel the way that I feel when I get so anxious to turn on Periscope. There's my sister. Right there's my sister. I don't not look forward to this, y'all. I start out this morning thinking about tonight. So it's a pure joy for me to come on here and visit with my family. Visit with my hair family. And I'm just so sad for those that feel like they have to use Periscope. Oh, I am happy, John. I'm real happy. I'm a happy person. But, like I said, sometimes life consumes you. And Silas, we missed you. I told people in here the other night, someone asked about you, and I told them that you were gone for a while, and you would not believe the response. Oh, bye, Robbie. That people were so sad that you weren't here, and so, I'm so happy that you're here, You have a place, Silas. You have a place. You know what? You're a fierce hairdresser, Silas. You're fierce. You put out some of the prettiest, some of the best work that you see on Facebook. You're fierce. So don't you ever, ever, ever think for 1 second that you're not. No, I'm telling the truth, Silas. You're fierce. You're fierce. And you know what? That's all that matters. Oh, and no, bye. There you go. Tonight's going to be a block fest. Yes, he has, John. He has just been, he's been knocking it out of the ballpark, just knocking it out of the ballpark. And, that's what it's about. We got a damn troll roll, y'all. We got us a troll roll. Yeah, me too. Boom, boom, boom. I knew it would when it jumped to 30-something people, Yeah, it's a troll roll. I cussed him the other night. I mean, I just done lost my religion and just cussed him. I just drives me crazy. Exactly, with all types of hair. And John, you know what? That's the sign of a good hairdresser, is that you're well versed in all hair. I worry about people that are not. I worry about people that are just say, "Oh, I'm a colorist. I don't cut hair. Oh, I just cut hair." Silas is well versed in everything, just like Patrice. Patrice is well versed in everything. I think we all are, and I think that that's what makes us a professional, is that we're well versed in what we do. You know. I know, Tanya. I would love to. That's one of the things I'm so excited. Hey, Darren. Welcome. Hey, James. You were nice, so you're not going to get blocked right away. But, it was just, like I said, y'all, it's a strange week this week. It's been... No, it's not, Jake. It's a fake voice. I do it just for Periscope. Vanity, I would love for people to come up here. You could, this is one of the most beautiful areas in the world. You've got, the mountains. You've got Dollywood. You've got everything in the world right here at your fingertips. You're close to Knoxville. Baby, you need to get some rest. You know, you've worked hard, and like I said, you've done some fantastic work. But you know what? I just again want to compliment you on that pink head of hair. My God, it was beautiful. It was just so pretty. I don't know what they get out of it. That just drives me crazy, Silas. I don't understand. One of them come on and they see something and they invite their followers and boom, you got a troll roll, you know? And it drives me crazy. But, you know, like I said, I lost my religion the other night. That's your heat lamp. See, Patrice, that sounds so much like me. I'll say something like, oh, I'm tired, but yeah, let me take that color. Let me go ahead and book that color because, you know, that's $300 and I can buy this with that. Are they paid by B3? I lived in Arizona for a while. I lived in Phoenix. As a matter of fact, I didn't live very far from, I think, from about the area where Phil's salon is, you know, over in that area. Probably Tanya. I wouldn't doubt it, honey. B3 has been on my ass anyway, you know. I continually get mail from them, you know, and continually get emails and continually get emails. You know, I don't know why because I. Did you really, Vinica? I lived, you know, when I lived in Arizona, I worked at Metro Center. You know, I moved actually to Arizona to work at a test salon that was a for an unnamed product company that I won't say because they might sue me. We didn't leave on good terms. But I moved to Arizona to work for a product company out there, and I didn't like it, and so I went to work at a really great salon at Metro Center. Absolutely, Olaplex for life. Yeah, I did. You know, I worked there for several years. You know. Thank you, John. See, that would be great. You know, I mean, I would love for us to get together. You know, I'm so excited for St. Louis next weekend because you know, like I said, to see Guy, of course, to see Guy Tang, and I would show y'all his gift, but I'm afraid he won't. He's busy. He sometimes does pops in to see the replay. He sometimes pops in, but I have got him the most wonderful gift to give him next Saturday night. That is going to just knock his socks off. I'm not going to, Vinica. I just thought sack about it. I'm not going to because I'm so scared that somebody might tell him or he might see it because it's not anything that anyone would ever imagine. So I'm real excited. You know, I'm real excited. I'm excited to spend time with Vinica. I'm excited to see him. I'm excited for the show, y'all. I'm just excited for the show. I'm excited to meet so many people from social media, and I'm just excited. And then we've got in a month we've got Nashville. You know, then in another month we've got Orlando, and that one, absolutely that one is going to be wonderful because I'm going to see a lot of people, but I get to see Silas. Yes. So I finally get a hug and I get to get a kiss from Silas. And you can just kiss me on the cheek. It'll be okay. You know? So that's one of my highlights of going to Orlando is seeing Silas. You know, I'm probably going to get to see Ruby. I'm going to get to see so many people. Oh, wonderful, Frankie. I can't wait. Well, we're going to be there with bells on, you know. Vinica and I, I mean, we've got a 1,876 square foot condo, you know, rented in Orlando, and my coworker and her family are going to be on one side, and then Vinica and I have the other side. And so, you know, we're just going to have a wonderful, wonderful time. You know, our show tour, you know, and then I guess we get to rest until fall. You know, until fall, we'll maybe start back up. But who knows? I may be on the street by then and not have a salon to work in. You know, who knows? You know, I don't even want to think about it, you know, because they said they would make some decisions in June. So I don't even want to dwell on it. I'm trying so hard not to. Y'all, because I'm just going to be honest with y'all, I don't have it in me to open another salon. You know, that would be my sixth salon if I had to open another one. So I think that if they sell the business, the building, I just think that I might go somewhere and rent a booth. Just rent a station and just go to work and go home. I just don't have it in me to open another salon. I just don't. I mean, I could go right down the street, there's a building, and open another salon, but I don't want to. You know, I would, except it's in Knoxville. It's too far away. I would stand all day long and just hand guy mesh or foils or whatever he wanted. But I just don't want to. And like I said, I have been working for about 8 months to get the salon remodeled, and it was nothing, just closing in a window and painting and stuff. But it's just took forever. We just now got it finished painting, except for the ceiling. I was going to come in next weekend. I mean, the weekend after next, and start doing the actually decorating and everything. And boom, boom. Oh, Silas, I used to want to live in Florida. My grandfather had my grandfather was the, yeah, I'm really kind of, that's, oh, my grandfather lived in Pensacola, Florida. Had a restaurant. He owned the original Fisherman's Wharf restaurant. He started the Fisherman's Wharf. That would be good, Vinica. So I spent every summer just about in Pensacola for several weeks. My mother and all of her sisters would go to Florida and run the restaurant while he went to Alaska. We could, huh? Well, I've been there for a long time, and I've had to do everything, y'all. I mean, I flooded twice. It wasn't my fault. It was because of a French drain in the ground back in the back. And and I flooded. I paid for my floor. I didn't ask them to do it, And I love my landlords. They're good people, and I don't blame them for being tired. It just is not a good time, because, like I said, they've guaranteed me that when they rent it, it won't affect me. I believe them wholeheartedly. But you have to think about the worst case scenario, And the worst case scenario is that they didn't sell it, and they didn't rent it, and they had to sell the building. I just, like I said, I don't have it in me. I don't have it in me. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to get off here. I was busy at work today. I had a massive, that color that's supposed to be just a highlight turned into a mess. And then I had a color consultation, and she's booking for next week. Lord have mercy, they put 5 BR on this poor girl's hair, and I got to take it out and try to make her light golden brown. So who knows? It's going to be a busy week next week. I've booked myself like crazy for next week, and then Vinica and I have decided that instead of night, Frankie, so much, and Frankie, thank you. Keep getting good stuff that we don't have. I want to. I love everything. We need stuff. So like I said, we're going up on Friday now instead of Saturday, so we can be there Friday night and be rested, and so that I can get up and get these bags took care of and get that clay packed in my wrinkles and that wax, and get my wrinkles all smoothed out so I'll look good for Saturday night. It takes me a while to look pretty at this age. So y'all know that's what people used to do years ago to women. They would melt wax, and they would literally have little bitty brushes that had fine silk in it, and they would dip it in that melted wax, and they would do layers and layers and layers in their wrinkles. And then when it dried, they would put really thick, heavy makeup all over their faces. And that's really one of the reasons that that Vinica it did. And so that's what they did to fill in wrinkles and things. Oh, I'm it's not old. I'm just mature. I think one thing that makes me feel old sometimes is that I've been in this profession for 41 years, and so I was just a child when I started. I was 18. So no, Patrice, but you work hard, so I know how you feel. I really do. And you take on big projects, big projects, and you do massive changes, big changes. Lord Jesus, Jennifer's having one going today. Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Well, I'm 59 and I'm very proud of it because I never thought I would live to be 59 years old. I didn't see it happening, so I'm very thrilled to be my age. I always had this thing in my head that, I was going to die when I got 50, and I didn't, now it's just kind of okay, how long is this going to go on, y'all? How long is this going to happen? But anyway, hi. What do you want? Say hello? Well, good. Come here. Come here. Come here, say hi. Look at this. Come here. Come here. Come get it. Come here. Come get it. Come say hello. Come say hello. I knew that's what you wanted. I knew that's what you wanted. Say hello to everybody. Say hi, everybody. Say, my daddy brushed me yesterday, and say, I bit my daddy. Now look at the camera and talk to him. Tell him that you bit your daddy yesterday because I was brushing you. Tell him. Say, I bit daddy yesterday because he was brushing me and I don't like to be brushed. But say, I feel so much better because I bet I got a pound of hair off. Did you get a pound of hair off? Did you get a pound of hair? Was it a whole pound? Was it a whole pound? Was it a whole pound? Give daddy a kiss. Give me a kiss. You want down now? You want to step over daddy? Okay, you can lay right here with daddy. Are you hungry? You want supper? You want supper? Look at everybody. You want supper? Supper? Look at your ears, y'all. You want supper? Get down. Y'all, we'll talk to you later. Happy Easter, y'all. Whatever you believe in. He's in the bedroom asleep. He's on the bed. Whatever you believe in, y'all. We're here for a reason. We're here for a purpose. We didn't just get dropped here on this planet. We're here for a reason. If that reason is to be a bright spot in someone's life, then breathe that bright spot. If it is to share insight, if it's to share love, if it's to share faith, whatever it is, then do it. Because y'all, we're not put here just to be nothing. You're special. Absolutely, you're special. And you know what? There's nobody in the world more special than you are. It's just that simple. Each and every one of you are special to me. I care about you. I care about your lives. I care about your business. I care about your wants. And someone's going to send me a message and say, "Oh, that's corny shit." But hey, it's the truth. So have a great Easter. Go find an egg. Tell somebody you love them, and listen to those whispers until you hear the words. I love you all.